Next, we're in Pontiac, Michigan for the sentencing of Brianna Smart. The 22-year-old was convicted of fleeing and eluding police, resisting and obstructing a police officer causing injury, assault with a deadly weapon, and driving with a suspended license after she fled a traffic stop. Now, before Judge Hala Jarboe hands down a sentence, she offers Smart a chance to address the court.
I would like to send my deepest apologies to his office. I never meant for none of this to happen.
Yes, no, let's back up. You did. Because your actions were all deliberate, okay? This isn't the time to make excuses or to justify anything you did. You need to own it.
What Smart must own up to is this. She's driving the vehicle making a left turn here. Behind her, an Auburn Hills police officer runs her plate and discovers Smart is the registered driver of the vehicle, and that she has a suspended license. After pulling the car over, he confirms that Smart is behind the wheel.
You're Brianna, right? You know, license suspended?
No, I know my license is suspended, no. I know I got a ticket, I got to pay them, but they told me my license is suspended.
All right, step it out for me, okay? Leave your cell phone inside, please.
Yeah, the police just pulled me over.
Keep your cell phone inside.
I don't know why he pulled me over. He didn't tell me why. What was the reason he pulled me over?
Okay.
Excuse me. Don't touch me, sir.
Smart refuses the officer's order to put down her cell phone and continues talking to the person on the other end.
He's harassing me. He's putting his handcuffs on me, Jalen. Jalen, he's touching me. He's hitting me, Jalen. You need to come up here. No, I'm not putting my hands in your What's up?
You're under arrest.
I don't know. You're not arresting me for what? You never told me why you touched me. You never told me why you never told me why you put me on. Okay, so you're putting your hands on me. I'm about to report this.
After resisting being handcuffed, Smart pushes her way back into the vehicle. The officer then tries to pull her from the car, and Smart attempts to drive off. With the officer still holding onto her arm, Smart throws the car in reverse and hits the gas. Her open door slams into the officer, pushing him backwards, nearly crushing him between it and the front of his cruiser. Luckily for the officer, Smart's car was brought to a stop when it slams into his car before he gets pinched in between. Smart fled the scene, but was arrested later that night. The officer was treated for minor injuries at the hospital and released. Now at sentencing, it's clear Judge Jarboe has little patience for Smart's disregard for the law.
What you did was deliberate. You not only rammed into that officer, you rammed into his vehicle, and then you took off. The only thing that you were concerned about was yourself and getting out of that situation.
And I apologize. My deepest apologies to this officer. Truly sorry. I'm just happy that I pray every day that he wasn't, severely hurt. I'm very sorry. I got 2 kids at home, Braylon and Brighton. They're both young. Braylon is 1 and Brighton is 8 months old. This is my first time in trouble, and I understand that I made a bad choice. I do understand and I just want to go home with my kids. I just want to be a good mother to my kids.
Anything else?
Thank you for allowing me to stand in front of you and say what I have to say.
You need to grow up. So you have 2 young kids, but you are still acting like you're that age. The only reason that you are not going to go to prison today is because you don't have a criminal history. But you're going to stay in the Oakland County Jail, and there are going to be a slew of conditions. You're sent to 2 years probation, 365 days jail, 56 days credit.
Typically, sentences of under a year are served at a county jail rather than state prison. Smart is also ordered to complete 100 hours of community service, accept mental health treatment, and attend an anger management program. Judge Jarboe also makes it clear that Smart's behavior will be under the microscope every day moving forward.
I'm promising you this today. If you come back on the slightest violation, whatever that is, If that means that probation department tells you to show up at 8:30 and you show up at 8:35, you are going to the Department of Corrections. You will go to prison. Do you understand that?
Thanks for being a fan of Court Cam. Subscribe to A&E to never miss a new video and catch full episodes on aetv.com.